Hi friends, it's Julia. I'm here to share my second layout for Halloween. And it is one that I had prepared a page kit with from my stash, from my Halloween stash. And so I'm just going to be putting this page together. I did go over to Pinterest and I did find a layout there using this graphic 45 paper as an inspiration, but they had cut out the All Hallows Eve, the pumpkin, the flowers back behind it, the bird. They had cut all of that out. I'm not going to do that. I initially was going to do that, but I have decided instead I'm going to mount that whole piece of paper on this sheet of paper. And I think both of these came from a giveaway table at a retreat that I went to. I don't ever remember purchasing this paper. And this one has a perforated edge, so I'm pretty sure it came out of a matte stack, and someone looked at it and go, oh, I don't like that. But paired with this piece of paper, it is a perfect match. So here I wanted to have some of that paper to use on the front of the layout, and so I cut the center of that background paper. The graphic 45 paper is plenty thick. I don't have to worry about it not holding up without having a piece of cardstock behind it. And that paper that I cut the center out of was pretty heavy duty as far as background papers go. It was basically a piece of cardstock. Here I'm inking the edges because when I cut that down, it had stark white paper on the inside. And yeah, I don't want to catch sight of the stark white as I'm flipping pages. So it doesn't hurt to distress paper. This is a scrap I had from a previous layout, and so I'm just going to use a piece of that to create my focal point to layer everything upon as far as the photo, the title, the embellishment clusters, all of that will be centered around that piece of paper. And you're going to see I do something that I typically always do. I put things down and I pull them up. And that's just, I've come to the realization that that is just something that I tend to do. I don't always think things through as I'm planning, and it's not till I get done that I realize that, or as I'm at a point where I'm going to focus on getting everything down, that I realize, oh, I should have not put that there. Here I am mounting the photo mat onto a different background, and it's from a scrap, and I want it to have some of that background paper as the mat as well. And so in order to break up between the almost khaki color, brownish yellow color of that first mat, I put a little bit of black between them. And here you can see I was going to leave a bigger border around it, but then I opted not to. I'm cutting that black border down significantly, so you're only going to see a tiny bit around that. And then it will go on to that greenish color paper. I love, love, love how these layouts have turned out so far. And I can't wait to continue playing with the rest of my kit, or the rest of my page layouts, page kits that I have put together. I haven't done page kits in forever, y'all. I typically will put a massive kit together to work on through the month, or to work on when I get the opportunity to. And as I am pulling things from that kit, I will pull a page at a time. I will typically pull the things that interest me for that page. So being able to pull from my entire stash of Halloween, because obviously it's contained all in one iris container, it worked out really well that I was able to build page kits. And they all turned out looking different, but they all are just fabulous. So there I go, tearing that paper up again. I tell you, I don't think I have ever made a video where I haven't torn paper up off where I've already laid it down. Thank goodness that the ATG tape is rather flexible in the beginning before it dries solid, after it melds into that paper. Now you can see I pulled in those little bits and pieces with this page kit, and I'm debating on where I want to put things. The sticky strips are actually, those washi strips, I believe I had pulled them for the first layout that I did. Maybe not. I'm looking over at it and I don't see any of those washi strips on there. So maybe I pulled it for this one. Those are just border strips off that 12 by 12 sticker sheet. And I'm glad to finally get those down on a piece of paper as well, as I am for all of this. And so I'm going to go through and I'm going to layer up some stickers. And you see, I pulled all of these floral embellishments. I haven't used flowers like this on a layout in forever, and so it felt really good to be able to pull these flowers together and get them onto a page. I also pulled those leaves again because I wanted to get them used up. So I will get them used up on this page. I used them on the first page that I created as well. This page, I'm going to finish that package off because there's only a few left in there. And I'm super excited to have gotten them used up. They have been in my stash for quite literally years. You know, when you only use one or two at a time, they really stretch out and go a long way. And I had actually purchased those years and years ago for a swap that I was doing with a lady, several ladies that I was in a group with. So yeah, it's good to finally get those used up. So I'm getting the flowers laid down and I'm using my glue dots to hold all of these flowers. Some of the flowers are paper, some are silk. The purple ones that you see down on the right side at the bottom, and there's a purple, a green, and an orange. I had actually gone to the dollar store and purchased little floral clusters of silk flowers and pulled them all off the little viney thing. And they went into my stash, and I have been using them for years. And that is way okay with me because they're still getting used. And I love the ones that have the colors that are, they're not completely one color. They're like faded into other colors. Like actually the center of that purple flower is green and the center of that green flower is white. And then the orange flower has shades of green and white and brown. Yeah, yeah, there's all the different colors in there. And you can see those leaves. I have cut them apart and I'm using a little bit here and a little bit there and just kind of layering them up so that they all are mixed in behind there. Now I'm going to use some of these washi strips in an unconventional way. I will put them down and some of them will fit in nicely. Others I will have to chop up to go back behind some of those embellishments. I think maybe that one is long enough that I put, yeah, I think that I'm going to put another one up on top that's actually going to fit. I thought I had to chop it up. It's not that it's unconventional, it's just my thought process of having to chop things up to make them look like they're longer than what they are. But I didn't end up having to do that. So I have tons of those little washi strips, and I think I also picked those up at a, no, maybe I did purchase those at Tuesday morning. I was thinking that I picked them up at a retreat on a giveaway table. But I think I actually purchased those. And now I have that pink paisley little felt sticker that has the pattern paper on it with the black crow, and it says Black Crow, and it has some bling on there. So I just put some sticky dots behind it and put it right down in front of that floral cluster and call that good. That was the last one that I had in that package. Now I had pulled this to be my title and it just says Happy Halloween. It is an old Jolie sticker, so that is again another package used up. So there's two things that I've completely used up. Three things: the leaves, the Jolie sticker, and the pink paisley sticker. Now I'm pulling in some additional embellishments and things to go around on the layout. I want to put some things on the inside of the floral clusters. I want to dress up a little bit because there's brown in the background. I have this sheet of glittered webs and spiders and flourishes that I'm going to, they're brown. You know, you just don't think of that necessarily for Halloween, but it worked out really well with this collection, or this page kit that I put together. And so you can see here, I'm just using those flourishes and going around the page and putting them coming out of the floral clusters. And I love, love, love how this looks. And I'm glad to be able to get some more of that used up. I want to say that was another pink paisley from a long time ago. A lot of my Halloween stash is old, and that's okay. I was watching a lady the other day who talked about her Halloween stash fits in less than an iris box, and she has had it since her children were young, and or her grandchildren were young, maybe. I don't know. She's in her 80s, I believe. But she's had her stash forever, but she makes great use out of it. So there I'm taking a piece of the chipboard that says Boo, and I'm just going to use that for the flower center. And then I'm going to use another chipboard piece to go in the flower right above that. Here in just a minute, I'll find another piece. Don't you love that spider? Oh my gosh, I hate spiders in real life, but I think it worked out well. I pulled out this cat with the green eyes and kind of tucked it into the flower cluster to make it look like it's looking out at you. And I've been trying to use at least one of those on every page. Here I am down to the final touches. I'm going to put some sequins on here. I have purple ones to go on this page. And I'm using glue dots to put them down. And then this layout will be done. I will have close-ups at the end of the video, so stick around and watch for those if you choose to see the close-ups. Like I said, I have had a great time using these page kits because I haven't made specific page kits in forever. I've got more to come. I pulled enough to make 3 more. I have a total of 5. So you guys come back, keep watching over the next couple of weeks, and I will have them all posted for you. I hope you enjoyed this process, and I would love it if you would flip me a thumbs up. And if you are interested in seeing layouts made from older stash as well as newer stash, feel free to subscribe. I would love to have you subscribe to my channel. Anyway, have a great day, everyone. I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.